Hello, dudes. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is I am the one and only Mighty the Armadillo here, and I am back for some more yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Wario Land 3 for the Game Boy Color. So last time, we basically just managed to able to first time experiencing the new world, which is above the clouds, and also we did manage to able to collect quite a few treasures there, and as you can see on screen, we've only got about 7 treasures to go. So as a result though, we actually are getting pretty close towards the end. So today, for this episode in particular, is the fact that we're about to be heading back into above the clouds, and able to actually take on the forms of even more treasure chests to find, and especially noticeable just about to be able to revisiting back to the previous levels again. But, yeah, everything else goes all, like, self-explanatory for the most part. Apart from the fact that, well, as you can see on screen, we're going to be hit on to the golf game straight away, just because in order to actually just to go for the green key route, we must be able to actually do this, golf section. And because, since I'm still stuck at these particular segments, in order to progress, and that means that, yes, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on a lot of mistakes found around here. Although, mind you, the good news about the forms of the majority of any other levels throughout the whole game, that several other levels do not actually require you to able to experience the golf segments like this. So, but anyways, as you can see, I did this on my first attempt right there, which is good, because obviously that if I managed able to keep on having a lot of mistakes like that, and as a result though, that I'm pretty much going to be almost bankrupted with coins. But hopefully, speaking of coins though, we would be able to actually collect even more coins eventually in the future, especially noticeable if we're about to be showing you guys some extra stuff of how this game offers us to, in addition to the forms of the, you know, the music coins run through. So, yeah, you probably get the idea about that. So, and you remember in the forms in the last video about the fact that we did manage to able to actually get ourselves the Skizzors, or Scissors, if depending on what specific country you're able to pronounce those things. And as a result, that we can able to actually now use the balloon as the actual additional platform. And since we've already did manage to completely done with the golf segment since the very beginning, and as a result, we can now able to actually just to go ahead and get started with the green key route. So, and I believe the green key route is going to be in, well, let's just say this way, and if you keep on moving, then obviously you might stumble across this familiar red balloon, and then that way it'll actually lead us to the green key route. So yeah, as you can see, we've managed able to, you know what I mean, managed able to accomplish the actual the golf game, so that means we can now able to actually get ourselves the green chest. But before we get into this, however, though, we need to specifically get ourselves the green key first. So yeah, and this also requires the zombie transformation if you decide able to go ahead and do all that. So yeah, that might be some coincidence of how this will go. So either way though, let's go ahead and transform into our zombie transformations there. So just in case we can able to, like, well, you know what I mean, just trying to able to actually go for these little, like, platforms and stuff like that to go through, and then sometimes we always have to able to, like, well, you know what I'm saying, just managed able to, oh jeez, those, a lot of birds in this place. So anyway, oh wait, we still need a zombie transformation in order able to get rid of that frog. I see how this goes. So yeah, today's day is of course the final day of September already today, in this case in the forms of September 30th, in 2021, and it looks like that today marks today's finally managed able to release the forms of No Time to Die on the big screen. And I will give my final thoughts of the film whenever we get into the forms of the music coins run through. Especially notable, I can give you my pretty good thoughts about the film as soon as I able to see the film first before we able to actually just to have a discussion about it. So, but I digress. So, and as I mentioned this before, is the fact that this is going to be the final day of September, and as a result until tomorrow, that we're pretty much going to be moving on to the next month, which appears to be the October month. In this case, the Halloween month, plus the biggest month of the year to me though, because obviously with the actual releases, and especially noticeable with some other stuff worth mentioning. So either way though, yeah, let's go ahead and go all the way over there, and just manage to get attracted by the sunlight, and get ourselves our glorious green key. And now we can able to actually open up the green chest, so hopefully everything else goes all fun and dandy and everything, but honestly, that's it's just the fact that with these annoying birds, they like to get in your way sometimes, and oh jeez, that was close. In fact, I almost gonna get myself caught by that zombie transformation, but it doesn't really matter if I was gonna be becoming the zombie form of myself, but either way, we've made it to the green chest, and it looks like that we got ourselves a, well, let's just say, a jackhammer or something? Something like a drill, and then basically, that will actually activate something in, well, specifically, something related to, I would say the East Crater or something? But then again, though, it has been like 2 days ago since we actually last touched this, so, yep, the East Crater. So that's the next thing we're about to be heading to next. In fact, relatively speaking, I don't suppose we can able to actually collect that much treasures later on though, because we are actually getting pretty close towards the end, obviously. So either way, yeah, chances are though that I don't think we can able to collect that much treasures though. So, anyways, back into the forms of West Crater as we go along, and because since that's we've only got one more treasure left. In fact, I somehow went to the wrong way, but that's okay, because we are about to be entering this particular room here. So because of that, we can now able to actually just wrap things up for the well, the West Crater. Oh yeah, and because of how the fact that since that we can able to now able to actually darn it all. Gotta hate when that happened right there. Especially noticeable about the fact that sometimes you always have to put with the forms of some of these little ambush moments that sometimes it will slow you down a little bit. So either way though. And getting those treasures eventually gets a bit trickier though. Especially noticeable you have to deal with the forms of a lot of stuff to do. And I get the feeling that we're gonna have to come across into another golf segment. If I'm assuming that correctly, because I get the horrible feeling that basically we're going to able to spend even more coins. Yep, as I saw right there, the minigame clear is going to be visible throughout the whole thing. So in this case, we do need to find the method to, well, try to play the golf game though. But before we get into that though, we need to double check on certain blocks in case if there are some you know, coins to be found, and well, just pretty much anything. So, and I'm presuming we also, well, we do need a the fat transformation in order to able to get that music coin. But then again, we'll point it out until the majority of October. So, anyway, so let's just go ahead and concentrate here, just in case we can able to actually. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go here. Oh, wait a second, we do need a barrel to be able to actually bust out this little enemy-like blocks, and then eventually we're able to stumble across the well, the blue key to able to equip. So, but we'll try to find out as soon as we can while we're trying to able to become airborne throughout the whole thing, and I somehow couldn't reach for that specific segment. Hold on, let me try and do this. Thank you. And that way we can able to, well, ground pound there, and there we go. That's how we're supposed to do it. And of course we can able to experience the golf game, of course. So that'll be the ultimate method to able to actually just make it there. So let's see if we can able to do the first attempt on this run through, just like in above the clouds. But I highly doubt it will be not possible, just because I can see there's a large gap of water and as well as some tall grass which actually leads us to the rough, and at least I'm hoping I can get this. Don't push back. Dang it. I think my timing is way off right there, so that sucks. Alright, still got 600 coins to able to spend on, so, but again, if you really want to, that is really awful. Especially noticeable, I somehow managed to able to do a really, really bad timing right there, but it's just timing. Oh, I don't know if I can make this though. Nah, it's already over. It's already over, because, I can definitely tell about the fact that we're probably not gonna make it to that specific amount of shots, so... Yeah, it's definitely over. Yeah, it's over. Oh, sometimes it's so tough with those little goal segments, as you can tell. I'm hoping I can able to actually experience the easiest holes throughout, at least I hope so anyway, but sometimes sometimes I'm always in a rush at some form or another. Come on, push back. Thank you. Alright, third time's a charm. Hopefully I can get this. Dang it! Oh, that sucks. Oh, this will take me a lot of tries for this point, folks. It really will take me a couple of tries. Oh! Good thing we actually come across into part 3, clear requirements hole. In fact, that I spoke too soon about the fact that we could possibly make this, depending if the forms of how, luck, you know, this thing has a very huge luck factor to it sometimes. Like, I don't necessarily win these kinds of stuff very easily, but thankfully we managed to succeed, so thank goodness for that. That was actually kind of painful process there, but anyway, enough about that, and let's go ahead and, well, continue things on here, and we still need to able to actually try to find the barrel somewhere, which that allows us to able to get rid of. I just went all the way back down there. This is gonna be tedious. Oh, wait a second, I just realized that to get a barrel, you have to able to go for that golf game. I just realized something, because obviously that I don't see any barrels to be found around in each side, but I'm guessing apparently that the minigame clear requirement does manage to lead us to the actual whole thing, so yeah, I guess I totally make a sensible kind of thing, which I've no idea why I just trying to able to aim for the music coin, because obviously we'll save that for later, so I just still have no idea why I just went after that. Anyways, now we're able to actually experience the barrel, and all we need to do now is just basically we need to, I don't know, try to aim for the key right there. So, I think this will do the trick, despite the fact that we're gonna have to able to go for this whole lot, air currents in order to able to, like, make it through for that point. So, it might be a bit tedious at points, I will admit though, but, it's literally just about one elevation left, but thankfully we managed to make it to the blue key, and now all we have to do now is just basically we need to make our way to... No, I did not mean to do that. Well, at least it might help, but either way though, okay, that'll work. Alright, I'll definitely take it then. There's also another alternative way you can do it, but obviously I just did a quicker fashion way, so there we go. And this will give us the, oh no wait, it was actually by the forms of the club. I keep thinking about the other shape. That, somehow we actually got diamond and heart and, spade. But that's, the last, thing I just got is actually a spade. So, yeah, I totally forgot about that particular shape. I just get confused with all these, like, visual identities and all that stuff. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so now we're done with that, and I believe the next destination we're about to be heading to next, to able to revisit in, is, I would say, by the forms of, let me double check on any other treasures that we've gone throughout the majority of the levels. Well, it looks like that the East Crater is the only ones left for the East portion, because obviously we've already got 2 treasures to go. And, well, about that time is the fact that we're able to actually hit back into, above the clouds, and, well, we're actually getting pretty close towards the end. As far as the forms of the last treasure we can able to obtain, the 100th treasure, we're pretty much gonna have to save that up until specifically next Tuesday, as far as recording sessions are concerned. So, that should be the case here. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just, use that barrel to, well, get rid of these little block-like stuff, and then just try to avoid getting poked by these little guys here, and, I'm pretty sure we have to go there, I'm presuming so anyway. Yeah, this is the way I was gonna be able to be trying to go into, so, and every once in a while we have to dodge these little, like, weird looking enemies there. Oh jeez, that was close. I almost gonna get myself screwed over by that. Almost to the point for that depth perception. So anyway, so let's just go ahead and continue on here and just well, try to keep up with the actual air currents and all that stuff though. So in fact, how am I supposed to do right here? Oh, wait a second. We're gonna have to, I was about to be thinking about that. We have to use the jump crouch segment there, which, again, I could imagine if I was trying to play it on the keyboard controls, and it will be a painful process, so, oh, Jesus, okay, whatever. We'll just keep on trying. Okay, let's just not mess this up, okay. There we go, now we pass through. And while we're at it though, we need to avoid a lot of vampires. And if you somehow manage to transform into a vampire, then obviously that, although it won't be so bad, because obviously we need to aim for the key after all. But if you're trying to go and open up the chest though, then basically we do need to able to not be like zombie-like, or no, vampire-like. So I always get confused by this point, guys. I know about the fact that we're actually getting really close towards the end, so at least to be more specifically for this playthrough and in mind, that, well, you probably get the idea about that, so. Okay, so this is what we're supposed to do. We have to specifically time well enough to able to avoid those vampires from those little, like, air falls and all that stuff, though, and yeah, it's all about timing, you know, so. I just realized something, it's the fact that since we pretty much done with the forms of that golf segment on that previous level that we've already done, and I believe that we've pretty much done with every single golf segment through the treasures playthrough, so, but as far as I'm aware, we're not exactly done with the golf segments just yet though, because obviously there might be still more things to come, so yeah, we are getting there, so anyways, we got ourselves a binoculars, which that might be used for, possibly, that since that Wario is going to be searching around here somewhere, and he spotted something specific, some suspicious. Oh yeah, I've recognized that room. And that, we can finally hit back into Sea Turtle Rocks, and this meaning we can now finally able to obtain the final treasure on that level. So, at least we only got one treasure left for the east portion, as well as the forms of, well, just any other, like, stages in general, which, again, I'll do a massive recap on that specific list until for later. So, anyways, back into Sea Turtle Rocks, and I believe we've only got 2 treasures to go for the north portion, so because of that, we are getting there, so either way. And, if I recall correctly, we have to go into the exact same way as the forms of how it does it from in the, you know, with that rolling segment from before. So now we can finally experience that place now, so yeah, we actually, yeah, getting there. All while simply trying to able to deal with those enemies right there, as you see, so. Anyway, so once again, we have to use that little trolley platform, just like the forms of how it does it in, well, let's just say, in the West Crater. So, yeah, it's kind of similar, except now, rather than just trying to dodge those, you know, flamethrowers, instead, we now need to dodge lasers. So, yeah, in fact, kind of, think about it, I'm actually not very good with those jumps like that, especially noticeable because, well, usually, relatively speaking, it's just the fact that it's kind of hard to able to judge the actual timing and what have you, but regardless of such, though, we'll try to cope with it, I suppose, but still. Ah, seriously! Oy. Stupid knockback. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to able to, well, ground pound that thing, and finally able to actually obtain the blue key. And we can hop into another trolley, and hopefully we would be able to get past this. I hope. Oh jeez, that was close. Sometimes it's all it's gonna be all about like waiting and stuff like that. So there we go. We actually obtained the final treasure in Sea Turtle Rocks, and I'm pretty sure that since we actually like are done with this, I'm presuming we can now able to actually hit back into above the clouds, because, well, as far as I'm aware, as soon as we activate this particular item, And this will actually able to cause a huge bang. And that way, we can now able to actually just, well, head back into the forms of above the clouds. And as you can see, that moon is actually rising, so yeah, we can probably head in there right now, actually. To able to actually get that stage finished and done, because after all that, now we're on nighttime. And yeah, I believe that we only got about 3 treasures to go. If we manage to somehow pretty much done with the whole entire game for the treasures department. So, anyways, let's head back in there for the 4th time, and now we're going to be able to go, well, let's just say, well, above and beyond. So, in this case though, we have to go for the moon. Although I'm pretty sure that, I believe if I recall correctly, if you're trying to do this in daytime, that it will not work, if I recall correctly. But then, you have to only work it out in nighttime, so I'm presuming so anyway, so anyways, let's go for these little, disappearing cloud platforms again, just like the forms of how it does it since the first time around, and the 2nd time, and the 3rd time. So, well, we pretty much expect it by this point, so anyways, let's go ahead and, focus here. And by that time, specifically until this weekend, is the fact that Jewel is going to be able to be trying to working on the next board in Mario Party 6, and that's what appears to be, of course, Castaway Bay, that she's pretty much going to be working on next for, you know, for the majority of this weekend, so oh, so close! Okay. Thankfully, we've landed on that particular solid cloud platform, so sometimes there's going to be a lot of emphasis on trial and error like this, especially noticeable that, well, if you fail a lot of climbing involved, and you're going to have to go all the way back if you mess up with your timing and what have you, so with timing jumps and everything, so oh, jeez, that's kind of outrageous, I'm telling you. That's kind of outrageous for that part, but either way, we'll keep trying, though. We'll keep trying if we manage to able to actually just, you know, try to keep on climbing up and all that, so anywho, so alright, so let's just ignore that door for now, because we've already experienced that door, and act fast, and oh, there's a blue key! There's a blue key! I see the blue key! Come on! Oh, really?! I screwed up with my jumps. Well, this is, well, arguably the toughest level so far. I mean, I totally get it, this is the last level in the game to be able to unlock, but aside from that, I just keep on screwing up with certain jumps. But there we go. Now we got the blue key. And, I think for the majority of the last few treasures that we might able to go after, it's gonna be the majority of blue keys, because obviously I'm pretty sure that we pretty much concluded, the rest of the green keys, as well as the rest of the red keys, and as well as the grey keys as well. So we're basically done with those. So, in this case, the only ones left is the blue keys, along with, the blue chests as well. So, yeah, we are getting there, so despite I keep on messing up with my jumps in this particular 4th run on this stage. So, anyway, so let's go ahead and try this again, and make sure don't mess this up, and don't be too slow either, so anyway, so now we finally passed that part, and now we can able to go inside the temple or something? And while we're at it though, is the fact that we're gonna have to able to avoid not to let the rock... Oh, okay, so we do have to make it up there, so... Alright. Come on, thank you. Alright, so let's just go ahead and wait, and there we go, now we've passed. And let's try to toss one of these rocks in here, and there we go. Oh god, this is the last part of this this level, isn't it? We have to do an exact expertise jumps here, so this is gonna be pretty tricky, because in addition to able to gain knockback by these stupid annoying bird-like enemies again, and also that these platforms are scarce, so yeah, this is gonna be the hardest part about the stage, and it's just the fact that it's not gonna be easy though, especially sometimes those birds like to able to respawn instantly, and I was literally so close towards the end, but I somehow screwed over with that jump. Oh, I was literally right there, but this will take me a couple of attempts. Okay. Alright, jump off. Okay, jump off, and that does not work either. Ugh, come on. I want to get this stage done. I mean, it's an interesting stage, like level design wise in my opinion, but it's the jump. It's a god dang jump timing requirement. Okay. Okay. Jump at the right time, and there we go. Oh wait, that is something else. That was literally something else with this level. Even for that particular last part right there, so... Anyways, we got ourselves a pickaxe, and I think we can now able to actually use this to able to, well, hit it back into the East Crater for the final time, well, for the 4th time actually, and that we're able to actually create a massive cracked wall, and that we're able to entering a something like a vortex. Yeah, you can't able to actually get into the actual moon during in daytime. You only have to do it in nighttime, so that's something worth classifying for noticing this. So anyway, we got 2 treasures to go, folks. 2 treasures to go. So either way though, I believe that pretty much concludes the south portion of the world map. And also, I believe we're pretty much done with the west itself. So all we need left now is just north and east portions of the actual level. So once we're done with those, then we're basically done with the whole treasures department. Well, assuming if we're able to try to go for the music coins run through, of course. So anyways, I'm getting sick of like getting puffed and everything. So I've no idea why I just managed to say things like that. But anyway, anyways, let's hit in there. And here we go onto this this pretty clever puzzle segment there, and basically this involves around carry the barrel in certain parts, and we're going to able to do a lot of this until able to actually not only just try to make your way to the blue chest, but also the blue key as well. And I believe the blue chest is going to be over on the upper level as opposed to in the bottom level, because I'm pretty sure the bottom level will pretty much go take us in the music coin, so there's not much else details about this. So there we go, we basically wrap things up in terms of the majority of the east portion of the music box hub world. Or the world's map, as far as I like to call it. So, and I don't know what this thing is though. Is this something like an owl statue or something? Well, then again though, it has been like a couple of days, or since like 2 days ago, since I actually last touched this. So, anyway, so, with that being said, we've only got 1 more treasure left. That's what appears to be in Out of the Woods, in the north portion. So because of that, yeah, suffice to say, I think yeah, we'll try to able to like go here, and suffice to say we'll pretty much get things up here. So join me next time on Let's Play Wario Land 3. That is the fact that we're not only going back into Out of Woods for the 4th time, but also we might get ourselves our 5th and a final music box and deal with the final battle in the whole game. In this case, the finale portion. So see you guys until on Tuesday. Later, fellas.